Alrighty, folks. Welcome back to the Hypervision podcast. As Tyler sends us the wordle at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Um, I shouldn't say afternoon. It is 5 o'clock at night, shall we say. Anyhow,
At
welcome
night?
back. Huh?
Nothing. Just that seems early to call it nighttime.
Well, I don't know. Whatever you call it. Afternoon, nighttime, whatever.
Evening.
Welcome back. We are back. Another episode of the Hypervision podcast. It is I, Noah, with my lovely co-host, Drew. Drew, how we doing, man?
Oh, we're living life today. It's Monday. This is the first podcast we filmed in like 2 weeks. So nice little break that we had there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I don't know.
I just watched.
Sorry, I was going to ask how people have perceived the one that came out today of Tyler and Adams, the in-person one.
I was gonna say that I watched that today. A lot of laughs. I laughed watching it back, but it was good.
Yeah.
Tyler is just
he let loose on
something
that
else,
one.
man. Yeah, he is something else.
Yeah.
But no, good. Glad to be back here. Got anything to do before we jump into the topic today? Anything you want to talk about? Anything that's pressing?
I mean, the normal stuff, shout out to our sponsor,
Indeed.
Legacy Cornhole,
Yes.
We usually say it wrong, but sometimes I can't even remember which one's the right one, so I think that's the right one.
I'm pretty sure I said it wrong on Alex's.
You did. Yeah. You said
Cornhole
Legacy.
I said it with confidence too.
For sure.
But
yeah, shout out to them.
It's my bad.
Go check them out if you want cornhole stuff, or just, I don't know, go even give them a follow or something like that. Get their interactions up, because social media is dumb.
Indeed it is. So, no, nothing to really talk about here in the beginning. We got a couple good weeks lined up here, and some stuff coming out soon, maybe ish. Yeah? No,
probably not. Too much money.
Okay, too much money, but it was. No, it's understandable. We just need to get more people to buy the Fast Pass.
Honestly, yeah.
And then we'll be there.
Yeah. Buy your Fast Pass. Come on. You want to be on this podcast. You know it. If you're listening to this, you want to be on here. Buy the Fast Pass. Unless you know you're on already, because then that would be kind of pointless. But
yeah. No, I agree. Sorry, I missed as I yawn. Anyhow, Drew, are you happy? No, just kidding. I'm not gonna go to that.
You said you had something lined up today.
No,
I wouldn't have been surprised here.
I just belt off of that. We talk about that. I don't care.
That's all you, man.
Me. Honestly, I didn't have much. I was, honestly, I was looking at places to move to today, so I really didn't have that much time to think of a half decent topic. But we can talk about happiness if you want. I don't want to get that deep, but I did. Drew mentioned some topics that I had in mind at a previous date, and scouting was one of them that was interesting. I think we could make something out of that. Whether it's, talking sports scouting or just, maybe just the concept of scouting and adding it to an everyday life, if that makes sense. Could be interesting as well. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know about your thoughts on that. I'm sorry again.
No, I mean you've given two polar opposite streets to go down here. you listed out the scouting. We can do sports. We can do something with that, which is the nice scenic route, And then you had the other route, which is a very windy, curvy, mountainous road of happiness. So,
yeah,
again, this is all you.
The pursuit of happiness.
That is another.
Drew,
yeah.
Drew,
Great song.
what do you think happiness is? What is happiness to you?
This is the
What do
only
you
issue I
what
have
do
is
you
I have nothing prepared for that. um,
in your mind, what is happiness? What do you see as tranquil happiness?
okay, first define tranquil.
Something that you see as um I guess peaceful? No, I mean, I don't know what I'm trying to really go with that. What do you see when you think of happiness? What do you see? Is it, something in your life? Is it, things have to fall into place? As in, like, is it like the cliche, like, you know, white picket fence type of deal? Like, what is happiness? What do you see as happiness? Is it money? It could be money. I'm just, again, just throwing out topics here. Is it money? Is it, what is it for you? I'm putting you on the spot. I love it. I love this.
Yeah. Let's see.
Or we could
No,
just
no,
we
no.
could
We're here
just
now. We're here.
cut it.
We're here.
We could just
We're
cut
here.
it
No
and say
cutting.
we're
No
out.
cutting. I told you. I already said first episode. No cutting. Season 2. Which is false, by the way. Uh, there's a lot of things I had to cut in Tyler's episode.
Yeah.
See this. Okay. There's a lot of different things that go into it. Because there's all like just the little things of like, oh, I won in fantasy football this week, because if you play fantasy football, that thing ruins your week. If you lose in fantasy football and if like you have a terrible week, or if you just like barely lose and the player against you goes off, it's just it ruins your whole week. Their whole, especially the weekend was just shot at that point. Like nothing happened then. I don't know. This is well, because you also like, I feel like you're also asking like, all right, well, what do you want to be happy with in the future? And then you're also saying what makes me happy at the moment. Like with the white picket fence thing, like that's a future, obviously, because I'm not going to buy
Sure.
a house today.
Sure.
I could barely buy merch for this.
Yeah.
um,
Let's just go right now. Drew, are you happy right now?
Depends on the day, you
Okay.
know. Um,
I don't mean like obviously you don't have to be happy every day. I understand people
right.
have emotions. Emotions are a thing. You're gonna be sad. You're gonna be happy. But as an overall perspective, like where you are right now, I guess are you? I wouldn't say content with your life. Just are you like? Because obviously there's things to improve on, stuff like that. But are you happy like with right now where you are at in your life? I guess.
Um, Not really, I guess.
Okay, and that's
Yeah,
totally fair.
yeah.
I mean, I would argue that I'm not either. Honestly, honestly, I'm not. I'm content, but I'm not necessarily like
Yeah.
happy. Yeah, no,
I'm
that's fine.
currently at a point where like I'm just kind of in a period where I'm just coasting with what I'm at, like with my
Sure,
job, because it's easy to balance this job with now soccer season starting, because today's day 1 of the season technically. Um, so I'm not going to do much with that just because it makes it easy to balance, and that's big for me is having a balance of work life and fun and all that stuff and social stuff.
Ab- absolutely.
So
Yep.
I guess I'm sacrificing a bit with that of not looking actively to like, because work is what you do for a majority of your life now. It's 8 hours 5 days a week. uh so I could be looking, I guess, at other things that like feel more fulfilling to me, I guess, but I'm not, because I think it would mess with my flow I currently have, and I'm okay, I think, to coast for the next few months and then pick it back up when the season's over or something like that. So that's, I guess, my stance on my not full happiness of my work life, I guess. Um,
Sure. No, I tend I tend to agree there, where it's that I tend to think about this too. especially with jobs, it's like, you know, I don't working a 9 to 5 and then trying to have a life with it is difficult. Almost, I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of deep. I get deep in my thoughts sometimes about that. Where it's like, uh, especially even now, it's like uh, the amount of hours you work. It's like, okay, you want to go do something? Okay, you really can't. Um, I don't know, just stuff like that. Um, do you feel? I don't want to say do you feel boxed in, but do you feel like you could get out of your comfort zone with that? Or I mean, like, because you said, right now you're kind of coasting, which I've had that period too. Trust me. Right after college, that's all I was doing. Trying to find a job, and like I was just,
Yeah.
just going through, just literally going through the motions. Um, but even now, it's like I have a job, and it's like I wouldn't say I'm coasting necessarily, but like I'm not necessarily that happy. I mean,
No,
you know what I
moving
mean?
forward.
Uh, correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes. Um, I don't know.
I forget the question you asked. Something about,
Well,
yeah,
I was kind of talking about comfort zone,
yeah, getting out of comfort zone.
but I
Um,
don't know.
so I guess what do you mean by getting out of my comfort zone? Like in what situation? Like of my
See,
work's life?
I don't know because I don't think that necessarily. I think you would be pretty. Um, you would be an easy person because I could see you easily getting out of your comfort zone. I think you already have in some instances. Um, I don't know. I guess like that eventually you can just stop coasting. Obviously, right? I mean,
Right.
I'm not trying to
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like be a bad.
No.
I don't
Uh,
know, but like, and I know like you would know when that time comes, obviously. But and I think you're definitely going to conquer that. Like I know you are going to be great. I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't know,
you've been riding me a lot lately.
dude. I'll boost your ego all day. I
It
don't care.
doesn't need it.
You deserve it,
It
man.
doesn't need it.
Yes, you do.
Um, okay, so I guess comfort zone wise, I mean, there's the like balance of like finding in your work life like the job that like stuff you love in your life, because if you love it, but work a day in your life, that whole spiel thing.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
But then there's also the like, people say like, oh, if you're going to work in sports, you don't want to really work for the sport that you played your whole life or is your favorite sport, because like, you
Sure.
go home, you work for soccer all day, and then you go home, probably don't want to watch soccer. Like if you play basketball and you go work for the Hawks, you're with the Hawks all day long, you're doing all that stuff, selling tickets for them, talking about them, watching stuff about them, and then you go home and it's more basketball. Maybe that works for you. It works for some people, I assume. Because that's obviously a big perk, is like your whole life then is centered around the sport you love, stuff like that. And I'm sure
Sure.
this goes other ways for other professions. I'm not involved in that, so I don't know. But apply it to your own life. Use your brain. You can work. Probably smarter than me. uh, so I guess it just kind of depends on what I feel like I want to do, or like what just kind of what I see out there, like what jobs are out there, stuff like that. If it piques my interest at all, because I'm not just thinking like, oh, I got a sport management degree, I need to go work for either a sports professional team or be like a GM or something like that, or like only in sports. Like I don't feel boxed in by that, if maybe that's what you meant by boxed in. Uh
I don't know.
Mostly just because I think there's more that I want to do than just sports. Uh so I'm open to
No,
more creative things and just things that I guess I don't know if it's help people, but just like I want to do something that has more meaning to it. And I obviously I've played sports. You can see two sports things behind me. Um, I get sports does a lot for people and everything like that, but I think you can understand what I'm saying when I want to do something that is more effective to people and stuff like that, and just like actually doing something.
Yes,
Yeah.
I no, I can see that. I can see that, and that's honestly one of the main reasons why. Um, you were talking earlier about working for the sport that you like, stuff like that. That's kind of one of the reasons why I kind of am a little iffy on still if I want to like really pursue like scouting. Like honestly, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because like that's like, and this like from like soccer, like it's a grind. Like it would be a grind for it to be like a scout for anything
Yeah.
really, and especially if it's a sport that you like. So and that's why I've kind of taken a step back on that. It's something that's awesome. It's very interesting to me, but it's like I don't know, man. It's like that's a lot of time and hours, and I think um, going back to like happiness, it's like that wouldn't make me happy. Like sure the job would be awesome, but like realistically, like I wouldn't be happy, and then it's like what's the point? So
Yeah. Yeah. I was talking to someone about like they're big into art and they like paint things, make things, all this stuff. And I was just like saying, "Oh, you should sell that stuff. Like, why not? Like, if you're not going to keep it or anything like that, or do anything with it, like, why not sell it?" And then, obviously, it's crossed their mind, but like, they said, like, at that point, it wouldn't be the same anymore because then art is like you can apply art to whatever hobby you're thinking of in your mind right now, like whatever's popped in your head. Just put whatever I'm saying art, put
mm,
that there. It wouldn't be the same because art then is like not just their hobby, it's just what they have to do every day, and it would feel a little bit more forced kind of. Because like even kind of like with the podcast, the really nice part of it is like we don't have to do every week. That's just what I want to do currently, and it's not super taxing really. I don't feel pressed. Like I still haven't made a teaser for the one that came out today, and I'll get to it eventually. But like it's more just like I enjoy doing this. It's my hobby. And I get that at last episode or 2 episodes ago, I think I said something about wanting to make this a business, stuff like that. Just because I feel like if I start my own thing, I can then turn it into what I want to with whatever is in my brain of what I want to do for my life with work. So I feel like it's easier if I'm in control of that than someone else. Maybe, someone over me to manage things and make sure I don't go bankrupt, but like I would still be the brain and everything. Which probably isn't smart.
no,
But
it's
yeah,
fine.
it's tough once you get to the point where you make your favorite hobby and stuff like that your then job and profession, because then it's not your hobby anymore. It's what you do every day because you have to. And then that's just where you figure out if you can actually handle the whole work a job you love, you never work a day in your life type thing. Works for some people, it works less for other people. I guess you'll never know until you actually try it.
What
I don't know.
would you say that's something you're pursuing? Is trying to do that?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I guess everybody kind of would, but I mean, I think,
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
you know what I mean? I
yeah.
mean,
I guess I'm pursuing it because I'm not looking for jobs that I hate. Like if there's something like, oh, I have no interest in that, I
true.
legitimately have no interest in it. I don't care about the salary. I don't care about the whole benefits or crap. Like I could care less. I'll work for a little bit less for something I enjoy doing. So yeah, I would say I'm
Yeah.
more pursuant of stuff that's my hobbies or like things I really enjoy. Um, I guess it's good now that like I've tried to like I guess like broaden my like branch out to things, get new hobbies here and there and stuff like that. That way I don't have all my eggs in one basket and stuff where I'm just only on soccer, really stuff like that. Like there's a lot of soccer stuff, but if I'm only on soccer, then I only look for soccer jobs. I'm gonna get burnt out pretty quickly on that. So I guess
Yep.
I've been looking a lot more recently at just like finding new things to do and broaden my horizons a bit, I guess.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So outside of a job, what else do you think? would make you happy, or makes you happy now?
Mm. Well, since this is fresh in my mind, Andrew, let me get a cat. I want a cat. Not just any cat.
You
I
gotta
want
get
King
King
Bob.
Bob.
I want King Bob. That's the only cat I want. All right. I'm gonna stop this now because we already had a little thing earlier. I'm done. That's all. Okay. That's. I'm gonna get off that topic. But that would help if I got King Bob.
Yes.
Outside of work, stuff that would make me happy. I don't know. I guess I want. I don't know if it's more or easier access to like more quality time with my friends. Uh, it's gotten a little tougher just because they're all moving now and stuff, and I have my schedule, they have their schedules. So it's like, I mean, like I guess like more in person time with them, which I
Yes.
get. You know,
No, I
like
definitely
we live
agree.
in a digital world. We're literally sitting here on a call with each other. I don't know. I guess it's just there's probably just a ton of little things, but I want to. I don't know. Eventually move out. There's that. I guess. Start to be more on my own and stuff like that. I don't know. There's been a lot of like self improvement things I think I've pushed off to just wait and start until I move out, which I mean technically isn't the best thing to do because that means I'm already procrastinating on self improvement things, and we'll see if that means I start it back or it's not start it back up, just start it up in general once I actually move out. But it seems like a good reset point for myself, you know. But I don't know. There's not a ton going on for me that I'm like, oh, I need this to be happier, I guess. Because I guess I mean I'm not saying like, you know, with me saying earlier that I'm not really, I guess, happy with what I want. It's just because I'm currently at a place where I'm in limbo or coasting. So
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not under a line or anything like that. But
Yep.
yeah, I guess there's just other things that I'm waiting on. So
Yeah. No, I understand. Um,
Lazard to go off this year would also be great.
yeah, that would make you pretty happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to prove every single doubter wrong, because people are disrespecting him and
They are.
disrespecting that they are not going to be good and maybe miss the playoffs, but that's just ridiculous.
They would. That's just not going to happen.
So,
Yeah,
yeah, I didn't say it.
you just said
Um,
it.
well, they're not. I'm with you here. I'm trying with you here. Yeah, we had a really good conversation going there, and then I kind of just
Yeah, we'll blame the recording software.
yeah, just done recording software. Um,
Uh, okay, so this has been a lot about me. What about you? You happy?
no,
I mean, I guess you kind of answered that. All right. Yeah, that was a
I'm not.
strong no.
Well, I mean, I am, but not like it's an unfinished product, so to speak.
Okay.
I mean,
So what does that mean?
I am. I wouldn't say I'm in limbo. I have a job, but it's it's um, it's something. I do enjoy it to a point. Um, I sometimes I get the feeling that I wake up in the morning and it's like, okay, I guess more so on game days, really, is when I wake up and be like, hey, like I wake up, I get to go to a ballpark and, I get to just be around the game all day, basically. Sucks because,
America's
it's just,
pastime.
do what?
No.
It just sucks the amount of hours you're there for. But I mean, when you really think about it, I mean, like you are there, just at a ballpark. It's pretty cool. Um, so yeah, that's kind of interesting. But like, uh, I've noticed since I've been on my own that it can get very lonely, honestly. And sometimes just that by itself makes me just kind of get in these like weird it gets me in these weird funks, I guess you could say,
Hmm.
where I'm just
Yeah.
like, where I'm just like, what am I doing? Or, you know, I don't know. I get like a couple hours during the day where I'm like, it's just like I don't know. It just feels weird. But like this helps. Other times it's like, so sometimes I just have to like go out and like just do something. Um, but yeah, that's kind of just been where I'm at. Um, I'm not depressed by any means, but um, just I'm happy to a point. Like I have a great friends, great family that are always supporting and whatnot. Um, but yeah, just not like I'm not there yet. It's very much I know that there's something more that I need to be doing and that I can be doing in order to keep progressing. So that's kind of where I'm at.
That's a fully understandable thing. I think for someone in their early 20s, just out of school, all that stuff, the whole spiel there. But I will say one thing, just as you go through this stuff and feel this way, not to put you down on anything, but you said like you don't feel like you're there. You never will be, by the way. There never
I
will be a point where I
you know
think maybe I'm wrong. People feel fully fulfilled in their lives. Maybe I don't
Yep.
know. I've
No,
not heard someone tell me that to my face.
no, I agree. I definitely agree. Um,
Yeah,
I just feel like I yeah, I no, I definitely agree. I just feel like there's something more out there. Maybe
yeah.
that won't be as be more fulfilling, but no, I don't think I'll ever be in my life like satisfied with.
That's yeah. Well, that's good. I was mostly just to say that just to make sure
Sure.
if
No,
someone
I
else is feeling
understand.
that way, it's a
Yeah.
like you're not ever gonna actually be at the point probably where
Yeah.
you have felt like you've done everything you could in your life. But that's also kind of like there's a flip to that of like that's when like you have your good days and your bad days because you look at that and you can be like, oh, I have so much more I can do. Like this isn't all I can do. Like I know there's more for myself, and then that's when you're gonna like it's gonna all click for you one day, and like you're gonna start finding new things. You're gonna like, oh, maybe I want to do this. Maybe I want to go hang out with these people now more often or something like that. Whatever it could be, that's the days where you figure out what you really want to start doing for the next section of your life. Because I think you're probably gonna have more sections in your life where you switch things up, like more than you even think about. Like if you look back, probably 2 years from now, 3 years from now, or like ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, you might not think much has changed in your life, but you've probably moved a lot of little things that have really just changed a ton from what you do now. Um, and then there's the other side of it, where there's going to be those days where you're in that funk. I've had it a lot. It happened literally on like last Monday, I'm pretty sure, something like that. It was a terrible day. And even like when I was going through that day, I was like, I genuinely couldn't pinpoint something that's just actually on. Like I don't know. It was a day, then it happened, and now it's over.
Yeah.
And that's where it's going to be tougher because you're going to look at that and be like, there's so much that I up here that I like can look at in my life, and I'd be like, oh, that'd be cool, yeah. But it's just not there that day. And I think those days are good to have. You need it, I think, to maybe it's the way I'm wired in my mind. I don't know. I need a couple of days sometimes where it's just like absolutely nothing for like a couple of days just to fully shut down, reset,
Oh,
something
for
like that.
sure. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And then I go into my kick of like where I make a ton of random posts or where I edit a ton of things for this or work on a ton of ideas. I don't know. Just a full kick of like being out doing things all the time. Um, so that's, yeah, I want to make sure that's my point of like, you will never reach it because there will always be more. There's always going to be something new, something better, something more fun, something that looks like you want to travel to. Um, New games, new books. I don't know. There's always something more.
Yeah.
But don't let that, don't let it get you down. Like if it came off when I said like yeah, you're never gonna reach it. Don't
No, I
let that
understand.
just kill you right there.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
keep going.
no, absolutely. I feel like
Yeah.
that's it's great for our listeners to definitely need to understand, about that. Interesting. Well, we got deep, man. We got deep.
There
It's
could be
all, it's
more.
all, it's always fun. Oh yeah, it could be more. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't really.
Okay. Well, you asked me, so I guess what's for you right now? What would make you happier?
Um,
Because you said you have the things that you have in your life that like you're coasting with and stuff like that. But what do you see like when you look at this? Because you've said it a couple times, like you see something better for yourself. You see yourself doing more. What do you see when you say that? Do you see a white picket fence?
I don't. Um, I see, you know, uh, I see, health in there. I think
Okay.
that's pretty important. Whether that's myself or my family as well. Um, I feel like if I can know that you know I'm healthy, my parents are healthy, I think that brings me a little bit of happiness every day.
Yeah.
Um, uh, yeah, I mean, how I see happiness is like, you know, I don't think it can involve like money and stuff like that, but in reality, I think it's just, hey, do you feel that, you're in a spot where like you're healthy, I don't know how do I want to go about this? You're um, I don't know what I
The
want to say,
way
but
I think I would look at it is like, because if you're constantly looking at the approach to life of like, there's this bar here that is just going to constantly keep raising, you're going to keep chasing.
mm,
Uh, are you more looking at uh, like going out constantly doing more things, bringing more things into your life and chasing things? Is it to fill something that you think you're missing, or is it to better yourself and keep getting better and doing more things that you actually enjoy? I think that's where, depending
yeah,
on which side you fall into.
and I think that it's definitely like getting better
Yeah.
myself. Honestly, I don't feel like I need to fulfill something in my life. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just for me. It really is about getting better, um, getting better every day. And I need to work on that stuff. I don't do a lot of that stuff now, but you know, I have those days. I get spurts of energy where I'm like, okay, let's try and better ourselves daily. And then there's other times where like, I can wait. I can wait till tomorrow. So I don't know. It's a give and take, but um, it's very interesting. This pursuit of happiness, so to speak.
Kid Cudi.
Yes, indeed, indeed, indeed.
Yeah.
So, so folks, you're not happy. You never will be. No, I'm just kidding. That's terrible.
You're not
No, I
perfect.
think yeah, I think that's a better way to put it. I think you can be happy. Uh, I've seen people in I know like money's a big thing, but I take that out of it. Like you can be happy without money. I definitely I don't know how you feel about that, but I definitely like agree with that statement. Like I feel like you can be poor and be happy. Um,
Yeah. It's all
I
about
don't know.
perspective.
Yeah, it really is. That's a big thing too. It's really just kind of how you perceive it, and um, yeah, what kind of what your perspective is about it. So, and that differs for everybody. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
That's the tough part. everything I said might be something someone absolutely hates in their entire life, that they would never touch anything that I care about.
Yeah.
So,
So, anyhow, interesting stuff. So, when are you? How's soccer doing?
that's good. We season technically starts today, August 1st. So that's I mean, I didn't go to practice today because they moved it up because there's supposed to be storms. But no, I'm actually enjoying it. Second year now, so a bit more comfortable. I'm excited to see how it goes. It's a pretty young team this year, so we'll see how they work with that. I think we have 2 seniors on the entire team. So,
yeah. So it's more of a learning year.
No, I think they can still do stuff. It's not. No, it won't be bad. I guess for the younger guys, yeah, but every year's a learning year technically, even as a senior.
That's true.
So
interesting.
Should be fun. I'm excited for the year. Other than the fact that we have stupid far away games, but that's what you sign up for, I guess.
You guys take a bus?
Nope.
You drive separately?
Yep.
Like couple.
That is,
I'm assuming it's like 45 minutes to an hour away for some of these places.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have like 5 away games on Saturday this season, and the closest one's 45.
The closest one's 40. How long's the furthest?
Like hour and a half, Worthington.
Yikes.
Yeah, it happens.
Mileage isn't in the paycheck. You don't get paid per the mile.
No. We don't have a bus. You think we can pay by the mile?
That's true. It's very true.
It's a small D3 school. Get what you get. But I mean, as a Wilmington graduate, I think you know that.
Yeah.
It's a luxury when you can get an actual bus and not take the vans.
Yeah, which I don't know how we finessed the athletic department, but we always got one. I don't know what was going on.
That's basketball.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Anyhow, enough about the corrupt. No, I'm just kidding. It's not corrupt. Yeah, man. Anything else going on? Fun times.
You know, I actually thought. You know what else would make me really happy?
What's up?
If you just started DMing people, start taking your chances.
Well, I'm glad.
In a respectful way, obviously.
Absolutely. You know, well, aren't you in for a treat? Because, by golly, we're gonna make some content out of it. Potentially, we'll see.
We'll see how much I actually post. Yeah,
we'll see. But I
gotta keep things private. You know, respect them too.
Yes, I you know, obviously, if there was a way we could blur some of that out potentially more, but you know, worst comes to worst, it's gonna happen. I would love to have Alex and Drew there, even if it doesn't get recorded. You know, just be there and let's freaking have some fun, man. You know, let's have some fun. Let's bust out some Simon Tinder pickup lines.
I don't know if you want to use. I don't know if you want any of that.
We're firing them away.
It's risky stuff right there.
Nope.
That's stuff I won't post.
I'm going back to Old Faithful.
Old Faithful.
Yep. You know what it is. The one you used to always post. Old Faithful.
I used to always post.
Oh, come on, dude. It's probably your best.
What would I post?
You're not. I guess you post, but the one you would send. It was
your
greatest.
Chicken?
Yeah.
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 That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh man. So, how many more episodes we got in this season, man? It's winding down, no? Or no?
Not even
No?
halfway.
We're not halfway. I'm gonna be honest with
We
you.
got like 22, 23.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy about it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer over here, but I was just asking because
I mean, if you want to stop it now, we can. What is it? This could be the last episode.
it's the last episode ever. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys. This is
You guys
it.
heard it here. This is it.
No, I'm just
Activision's done.
thinking of hold on as my battery goes low. Um, I'm just thinking ahead, just stuff.
Yeah. I mean, no, you got F. Sorry, drop something. You got F1 all the way in November. Come on.
Oh heck yeah, dude! Don't get me started. Yeah. I'm trying to work on a guest potentially to talk about that. It might even be Bryce, maybe. We'll see. He's gotten a lot more into it.
Okay.
We're currently playing the game, which has been a blast.
All right.
And so he's kind of got more into it. So we'll see. Yeah. We'll see. But Ferrari is they love to shoot themselves in the foot. I don't know if you're fans.
I don't either.
I don't know. Just very, very interesting. In any case, yes, I'm gonna talk about football season. I'm getting excited for football season, man.
It's coming up, yeah.
We're gonna have to. I'm excited to reactivate our league. I'm probably more excited for our dynasty league than any other fantasy league, honestly.
It's gonna be a fun one.
It's gonna be really fun. I'm
because I know I'm using Lazard as a keeper.
Yeah. Josiah wants to trade me Justin Tucker for a first round pick, so that's gonna happen.
I don't get that.
I'm just kidding.
What were the rules I made? I forget now. I changed a lot of rules in that.
I think we can only keep like 3 or 4 players, and then I don't know how. What?
Nah, not 3 or 4. Come on.
What do you mean?
Not that easily. It's gonna be like 6 or 7.
Oh damn!
Let's have some fun.
All right. Okay, it's fine with me. I don't care.
Yeah, it's a big league anyway. I made it so a lot of people are on at once. You get 2 quarterbacks on. You get something else. You get your defense and all that crap. I don't know.
Interesting. Oh yes, I have Deshaun. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, not for 6 weeks.
Not for 6 weeks, unless Roger Goodell.
But Calvin Ridley's out for the entire season because he bet on his own team to win.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into all that and how that kind of is interesting, but
it's fine. We'll get there in the NFL podcast.
Yeah, I actually would be curious to see what I like Ian's takes on these things. I feel like he, as being a writer, I feel like he kind of, I wouldn't say had more of an in, but like I'm just curious to see what he was, and being a Browns fan too, what his take was on all that. Just curious.
No, I haven't talked to him about it yet. Kind of forgot. Because he's also a Panthers fan, so I don't know how he's feeling.
Oh, that's interesting. I forgot about that. Yeah, because I remember we were talking about Matt Rule. Oh, that's funny. That's gonna be a good episode then. Oh wow. Okay, I'm getting excited for that one.
Ian's on that one. That's Josiah.
Oh, I thought.
That's yours?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well.
Feel free to bring it back again.
We'll figure it out. We'll see. That fire softball pick, will be taken this weekend. It's gonna have to be. It's the second week of tournaments. We went first week of tournaments was yesterday. They went 2-0, and then next weekend is the finals. So we'll see if we can. Well, first of all, get there, and then 2, represent. So we'll find out. We'll find out.
See that trophy.
That'd be sick,
Hypervision
man.
Logo right next to it.
That'd be awesome. I would. Oh, dude. You have no idea. That'd be sick. That'd be sick. So, all right, just some stuff to watch on the horizon, and fun times here at the Hypervision podcast. You never know what you're gonna get. Today I put Drew on the spot. It's like
Yeah, I didn't know what I was going to get today.
I I literally was just thinking of like topics, and then I was like, I really don't have anything, honestly. And then Drew sent me those things, and I was all right, we can talk about scouting and maybe not going to sports. We can just how we apply it to like daily life or stuff like that. And then I just kind of was like, you know what, I'm just gonna say this, and we just went with it. So and it was good.
Yeah,
It was good. So all right, anything else, Drew?
I think we're good. I've said a lot, so all good.
Okay, well. I think that's going to do it here for another episode of the Hypervision podcast. We will make sure to check out the one we posted today. It's pretty good. It's all over the place, but it's like 35 minutes of just pure, um, I don't know.
Tyler. It's
Yeah,
just
it really
Tyler.
is. Yeah. The segment about the animals was something else, man. I don't
I
know.
don't think
That
he
dude,
even knew where he was at that point. It
I
was
don't think
just he's in a whole different world.
I don't think he would. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Um, Yeah, so make sure to go check that out. Show it some love, and yeah, we will see you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.